She barged onto our porch like a sheriff of the mountains, shoving fake HOA papers in my face. "This cabin isn't authorized. You people can't live here," she shrieked loud enough to rattle the windows. My son peeked out, terrified. But before I could speak, my wife stood up, calm as stone. She reached into her bag and slid a folded document across the table. Karen leaned closer, expecting some excuse. Instead, her face went pale. Bold letters glared back at her. "State court warrant of ownership." My wife's voice cut through the air. "Care to explain why you're trespassing on my land?" Karen stormed off in fury. But the battle had only begun. The next morning, 3 black SUVs rolled up. Out stepped Karen with 4 men in matching jackets, clipboards in hand, pretending to be inspectors. One started snapping photos while Karen smirked. "We'll have this place condemned by tonight." But my wife was ready. She pulled out a black folder stamped with the county clerk seal. The so-called inspectors froze. "Wait, she told us she had clearance," one muttered before they scattered like cowards, leaving Karen humiliated on the gravel. 2 days later, it escalated. A bulldozer rumbled toward our fence line, Karen screaming, "Tear it down! The HOA authorizes this demolition." The ground shook until my wife stepped onto the porch, holding another paper high, this time a federal injunction protecting our land as conservation property. The workers backed off immediately. "She's right. Touch this and we go to prison," one said. The bulldozer's engine died, and Karen's rage turned into a scream that echoed across the valley. Moments later, sheriff's sirens cut through the air. He looked at us, then at Karen, and asked, "This the troublemaker?" We handed him the documents. He nodded. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for forgery, fraud, and trespassing." Karen screamed, "You can't do this. I own this valley." But her voice was hollow now, swallowed by the clink of handcuffs. As the deputies hauled her away, my son laughed and waved goodbye. For the first time, the silence around our cabin felt different, peaceful, free. My wife squeezed my hand and whispered, "They thought they could scare us out. But this is America. No one takes your home if you're willing to fight for it." And in that moment, standing on our porch with my family safe, I knew we had truly won.